We are back at the Branded Saloon. Johnny Young, I always love when you are the Who.
We had the best time at my birthday at Smith's Tavern, didn't we?
Oh, we did. Come a little closer.
Okay.
Come a little
I got to
closer.
jam with ReW, and that was fun.
Yes.
Since the first time I met you, actually, I jammed with you, but
yeah.
this was cool. I got to play keys.
Yes.
And we did our song.
Johnny, is there an instrument you do not know how to play?
I can't play trumpet.
Really?
Or any wind instrument.
Ah, well, today happens to be our 2 years of having our Brooklyn edition ReW WhO at the Branded Saloon. And the first time we ever had it was St. Patrick's Day, and I just had my England UK edition on St. Patrick's Day. It was so much fun. And so, like, what I have are green kisses. Yes, green kisses. Let's kiss me on my and green kiss cookies. Are you eating cookies these days?
No.
So when people share their skeletons, they can do that. It is also National Water Day. So we do have unlimited water for all our guests, but of course we have
be thankful there is some water to drink
for our anniversary at the Branded Saloon. And today is March, not the 17th.
The 22nd.
It is the 22nd.
Second day of
isn't
spring.
that interesting? 2 years ago, it was March 17th on a Friday.
Oh.
But because of leap year and all this other crummy, because it's really 3 Fridays ago, but it's 2 years ago. So you know how that goes? It's so confusing.
Yeah, the calendar is a tricky thing.
But I remember it was a nice, warm, gorgeous, sunny day where here it's still a little brr outside.
Yeah, it's a late spring this
March
year. Early
came in
spring
like a
last
lion
year.
and it's just staying like a lion.
Winter is holding on.
I wonder if it's going to leave like a lamb like it's supposed to, but we'll find out. So it is, like I said, National Water Day, and it's also Coco Vin Day, but Coco Vin is like a fancy French chicken dish, and I'm sorry, I'd rather eat green lips.
Hey, did you know
a piece of chicken any day?
Congress outlawed polygamy on this day, 1872.
And you know what they were doing behind closed doors, I'm sure.
They were probably after the Mormons trying to get them to conform.
Oh, those men. And what else happened on this day?
Hockey.
What?
They played for the first tournament, the hockey professional in 1892.
I love when you come, Johnny Young. You do my homework for
1892, they was the first time they played for the cup.
Is that
in
right?
the game of hockey, yeah.
Wow. And it is also, did you know what happened in South Dakota?
No, I did not.
In South Dakota, 1 year ago today, the governor, Dennis Zausgard, signed an abortion bill that requires women to undertake counseling and wait 72 hours, the longest period in history, if they want to go get an abortion.
All these states are trying to override the Supreme Court.
Yeah, South Dakota is so cold. What do you think? People aren't,
they gotta stay warm.
Exactly.
People gotta cozy up.
I know.
And on the state, speaking of women, the equal amendments was passed overwhelmingly in both houses of Congress.
On this day in
where
history?
women were equal to men. They passed the constitutional.
Where women were equal to men.
Yes, and they passed the constitutional amendment. But to do that, you got to have all the states ratify it. It took them 10 years, and they still could not get it ratified.
Well, that's
so women are just not equal to men.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of Washington. It's always like, I once read this book called Good as Gold. I read it actually when I lived in London as a kid. It was such a great book, but it was all about in Washington how they have these meetings and they all get together and as soon as they're about to come to a conclusion, they adjourn.
Yeah.
Because they don't get paid if the meeting is completed. So there's always these 10 will vote and 3 will.
Well, that's a good system. They shouldn't get that week's pay unless they got something done.
No, but they never want to finish. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it keeps going.
Well, they passed this amendment, but the conservatives blocked it, and the states didn't ratify it.
So go on and on and on and on.
Yeah, they just want to hold moving back.
Exactly. It is the day that producer Lou Adler married Paige Hanna, who's Daryl Hannah's sister. And Lou Adler is the dad of Cisco Adler. And Cisco, you know how much I love you. Do you know who he is? I met him on the street 2 times last year, like within like hours of each other.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was in the band Swayze. And
Swayze.
Oh, I love Swayze. Did you ever hear that song?
No.
Buzzing all over me. Buzzing all over me. He is Cisco. Cisco, I want you to visit me on ReW WhO one day, please.
Yeah, come and see us, Cisco.
Visit me. He said he just might. My grandmother's maiden name was Adler.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it's not like, a rare name, I don't think. But you never know. You never know.
And let's not forget music history. Please Please Me by the Beatles' very first album was released.
And I was
in
at Abbey Road last
1963.
week. I went to Abbey Road.
That's what, 40 years now?
81 years.
50 years ago, half a century ago.
Oh, for the Beatles.
The first album, very first album.
Wow. And there's still 2 left.
If you want to check out a Beatle album where there not a lot of big production overdubs, and you're just basically in the band live in the studio, like Let It Be Naked, but the first album is
Let It Be Naked?
Yeah, that's another one where it's just them
Is that where
raw.
Let It Be came from?
No pun intended, but they're really raw there. Just the instruments, no overdubs, no flutes, no violins.
Oh, and at Abbey Road. I learned so much at Abbey Road, it's ridiculous. Like, I know more about that place than I ever would have imagined. But we're sticking to March 22nd right now. This is horrible, horrible, horrible. Pamela Smart, a high school teacher, was found guilty on this day in New Hampshire of manipulating her student
to killing her husband.
Her
What
student
a crazy woman.
lover.
Oh, that's right. Let's not forget that.
Exactly. I mean, come on. I have no problem with that, truthfully.
But what could he be thinking? Like,
But to have him kill your husband, just run away.
Like, we've got a future together. What's he thinking?
Well, that's fine. You never know. Love is crazy. It's unpredictable. But come on, they should just run away.
He should have been like, I got a what?
No,
I have to kill him?
He was blinded by love. Isn't it love makes you blind, right?
Yeah.
What else happened on this day? The U.S. Air New York to Cleveland crashed and took off at LaGuardia Airport. 27 people are injured.
Hey, this day, Andrew Lloyd Webber, his birthday.
Yay!
You got Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yes,
everybody loves that.
The thing that's crazy about that is it's also Stephen Sondheim's birthday. He's West Side Story and everybody else. It's like either Andrew Lloyd Webber or Stephen Sondheim.
I gotta run home and
They both have the same birthday.
I love both those shows.
Oh, me too. I'm a musical kind of girl.
Really great shows.
Heart's These Dreams went to #1 on this day. And they're touring right now.
Yeah. It's glad. I'm always glad to see older musicians still out there doing it.
Well, in their pictures, they don't look old at all. They look pretty young. I think
they still got the cleavage happening.
I think that they were frozen or something because they look damn good, man. They look gorgeous. It's the day that Niagara Falls ran out of water because of a drought. I wonder if that is the reason it's National Water Day. It's also the day.
I got all the water right here.
But there's another water.
Now, I want to say this one before you go and give it away. For all you Trekkie fans, this is a multiple choice. Is it Captain Kirk, Spock, Dr. McCoy, Scotty, Sulu, Chekhov, or Uhura's birthday? Whose birthday is it, Rue?
Shatner.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah. Should we bid on it?
I was just curious if you knew.
It's also the day that Joseph Priestley invents carbonated water on this day. Seltzer was invented on this day. So I think that all these things have
What's
a reason.
What's the year that was? Was that like around in the 40s? Or
1730.
Wow. Really? That far back?
Yeah. We've been having fizzy water since 1730.
Perrier.
Well, I don't know if it was Perrier yet, but it was definitely on the horizon.
Well, there was a massacre at Jamestown in 1620.
Wow. And Franklin Delano Roosevelt makes wine and beer up to 3.2% alcohol legal. So I guess, what do you think he drank at night, the wine or the beer?
All the rich people they'd stocked up cases and cases of wine before, because they knew when the law was going to come down at the very beginning of the year.
He's the president. He changed the law. He made it whatever he wanted.
Yeah, but now it's like any bit of, I mean, they have these beers that are 9, 10, 12% alcohol. They're ridiculous now.
So now you can get like wasted on just like
2
one
beers.
or two, right?
Yeah, like for instance, they have like the Four Locos is 23 fluid ounces, and one can is 12 ounces.
So I wonder when they passed the law to allow more alcohol in
So
beer.
it's like if you drink 2 of them, forget about it. You're
Well,
on the floor.
Indira Gandhi retired. He resigned as Prime Minister of India on this day. This world would not be the same without Gandhi, I have to say. He definitely made his mark. The musical Mr. Wonderful with Sammy Davis Jr. premiered in New York City on this day.
Mm-hmm.
My brother saw him at like in Atlantic City or something. He saw Sammy Davis Jr.
Very good tap dancer.
He said he fell asleep. He said he wasn't. I
He was schmaltzy, very schmaltzy. Good with the jazz though. They
know. I love him though, Sammy Davis Jr.
His best moment was when he was with Barbara Eden.
Oh, I love her.
You can tell in the show when you watch it, he so wants to put his hands on that little blonde, but
You know,
he doesn't.
Johnny, oh yeah, never ratified equal rights. You're right. Barbara Streisand appeared on the cover of the New York Times Magazine section today.
Barbara Streisand.
In 1960.
62, she was in her first Broadway.
64, she was on the cover.
Oh, well, in 62, she was 19 and on Broadway.
Yeah,
doing
Funny
her first-
Girl, right?
No, something
Was
I've
it
never
Fiddler on
heard
the
the title. No. Do you remember what it was, Michelle?
But not on this day, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, on this day. I think.
On this day, she was on the cover of the New York.
It was her first show.
On this day?
Yeah, it was her first.
She was like 19 and 62, so she
show.
was very young.
I love her, and she just played Brooklyn, Barclays Stadium.
Yeah, right down the street from us.
She's a Brooklyn girl. Today's the day that slavery was abolished in Puerto Rico in 1873.
Wow, they're a little late there.
Really?
Yeah, since we did it in 63.
Oh, look at that. Thomas Jefferson became the first U.S. Secretary of State on this day.
Under Adams.
Is that who it was under?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
under Adams. I wonder,
And then-
were they drinking wine or beer?
When
John?
Haiti had its revolution, Adams recognized Haiti, but then when Jefferson got in there, since he owned slaves, he was like, oh no, we don't recognize them. So that's the kind of hypocrisy.
More birthdays today. Reese Witherspoon's birthday is today.
Yay.
She's a girl that everybody seems to like. Reggie White's birthday is today.
All right.
Suzanne Sully. Do you know who that is? She's from the Human League. Don't you want
Oh,
baby?
I was just a waitress
Yeah.
in a cocktail.
I know. I usually sing
Everybody
like a
sings.
back line
That was a funny tune.
to that song. Like, yeah. Matthew Modine's birthday is today.
Oh.
Pete Wiley. Now, he is that Liverpool rocker. Didn't we interview him in Union Square
I
Park?
think we did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
We have footage of
Yeah,
him.
we do, yeah.
Yeah, it's his birthday today.
Now,
We gotta
what
say
birthday is he?
yeah, happy birthday, Wiley.
Hey.
Bob Costa's birthday is today. Okay. Fran Sheehan, you know who that is?
Sounds very familiar.
More than a feeling. What band is that?
Oh God.
That's Boston.
Yay! Good
Lead
job,
singer.
good
Lead
job.
singer.
Yes.
Lead singer.
That's who it is.
Oh, poor guy. I don't know why he commits suicide, and then the next year Boston finally goes on tour after how many years? Like,
Oh,
it's just
if
like,
you don't hold on.
life is not fair.
It's, well,
You gotta wait. You gotta wait for it.
You gotta
People,
wait.
don't give up.
Yeah.
Wait for it. You'll
You
get
just
there.
never know, right?
That's
you
right.
never know.
Never know.
Well, who else is having a birthday today? Carl Malden is having a birthday today. You remember Carl Malden?
Sounds familiar.
Oh my gosh, he was an actor that was almost in everything.
Show.
Streets of San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh, Streets of
Michael
San
Douglas
Francisco.
was the young
Good
guy.
You got it.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
Cop show.
And we said the Broadway people. It was Andrew Lloyd
Andrew
Webber
Lloyd Webber.
and Stephen Sondheim's. That's
Right.
crazy that they share a birthday.
And you know who's singing on that Jesus Christ Superstar, that album? You'll never guess.
Who?
The lead singer from Deep Purple.
Wow.
He's doing all those whoa,
Wait.
really high lines.
Was he in it?
That-
Was he
not
Judas?
in the play, but he's on the record doing all those really high vocal
Real, so they
parts.
dubbed him on the album?
Well, I guess they had selection of musicians and singers they wanted for the record, and then the Broadway show was a whole nother thing.
Wow, and it's also
but he's Ian Gillan.
Nice, and it's also interesting on this day naming Sammy Davis Jr. His wife's birthday is today, May Britt. She was a Swedish actress, and I'm sure he was married multiple times. I just have that feeling.
Sammy lived it.
Well, one of his wives' birthday is today. And angels in the room. Angels in the room. Dan Hartman.
Oh,
Dan Hartman is
really?
an angel. He passed away on this day, so
Oh my God,
welcome
he
to the
couldn't
show.
have been that dead. I mean, that's old.
That
That's dead.
He was 42 when he died.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was in with the Edgar Winters group.
Dan Hartman, Love
Yeah,
Sensations.
With
Steve Olin, this is very sad. Steve Olin and Tim Cruz. Both of them were pitchers on the Cleveland Indians, and they both drowned on this day.
Oh.
So we welcome them on National
All right,
Water
hang
Day.
out, guys, hang out.
What a
Yeah,
day
what
to
a
drown,
day, what a
right?
day to
On
drown.
Water Day. Maybe they knew. Gloria Holden, Dracula's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she is an
He
angel
was
in
an
our room
interesting
today.
Dracula.
Yes. Michael Todd.
Look at my ring.
Do you remember Michael Todd? I only know Michael Todd because at the Palladium there was the Michael Todd room.
Oh, yeah.
And you remember the Michael Todd room? I know. Well, Michael Todd, you are an angel on our
Hey,
show any
welcome.
day. I met
Good
so many cool
Gloria hanging
people
out.
in the Michael Todd room. And who else? Constantine, the Emperor of Rome, died at
Yes.
47 on this day.
He turned Romans
In the
on
year-
to Christianity and said, look, we got a new religion, check it out.
That
It's
was
awesome.
him?
Yeah.
In the year
It's
337.
Got all the
really.
bishops together at his summer vacation home and locked the doors and said, you're not leaving until you,
And
you
I
know,
only
figure it out.
thought this was interesting because I never knew the King of Bohemia. I love that. He is an angel in this room. And I
Yeah.
love any Bohemian. George von Podiebrad, the King of Bohemia. Where the hell is Bohemia?
It's over near Hungary.
It is? Is it still there?
I don't think so. That's back like when they had Serbia and Galatia and all these more divided up pieces.
History was
Yeah.
not my best subject, so we're going to live in the present right now, and we're going to bring on a guest. Are you ready to meet some people?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so this
That's
is
a
JohNNy
fun
Young,
part.
and it is ReW WhO in Brooklyn.
At
Happy
the Brandon
anniversary at the Brandon.
Brandon.
Mwah.
Yeah.
We'll be
All right.
right back.
Peace out.